Make sure your logo is legible. It
Yes.
has to be able to fit on anything and still have that clarity of the image. We're still supposed to see the star edges being as crisp as
Right.
possible. We don't want to see pixelation. Please, no pix. Chef, take over because this one.
Coming to you live, the number one podcast for digital marketing and branding, hosted by Chef Stellar and Nate CEO. Let's talk digital.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we talk all things branding and digital marketing. Thank you for tuning in yet again. Today, we are going to be speaking about something that we speak on fairly often is clarity and consistency in your brand on all platforms.
And before we start, I'd like to introduce you to the one and only Chef Stellar from OCI.
Hello.
She's our brand strategist here. And my name is Nate CEO. Feel free to go over to Instagram and follow us right now at It's Nate CEO or Chef Stellar on Instagram. I am the digital strategist here. I am the best in the world. All right. And if you have me working on your business, that makes you the best in the world. So let us stand out together. Before we get into that, I wanted you guys to look at my iceberg picture. It's an indirect, you know. Back in the day, they used to call me iceberg because I'm a very big guy. So we figured, we get an iceberg picture and, something with a double entendre, right? It looks good and it's an iceberg. But anyways, that's me. I'm done ranting. No more ranting.
Are
Let's
we
get
showing
into.
pictures? Are
Oh,
we
you want to
showing
show you?
pictures?
All right. Show off, girl.
Okay.
Show off, girl.
I'm sorry. So this is my new favorite artist right now. I'm starting my art collection
Yeah,
with
this
this
is our
piece
first one.
here. I love it. This is by Diane Rowe. I'm sorry if I'm saying
Diane Rowe, if you're watching, please sponsor our show. I swear to you, you make my wife so happy, and she would make me happy. So please sponsor the show and give us more pictures like this. She
if you
adores
are watching,
your
yes.
pictures. She adores your pictures. And you know what? If you guys don't know who she is, we're gonna leave a link down in the description, and we're gonna make sure that you guys are more familiar with who that artist is. In the
Yes.
background, I don't know who this artist is, but he had me in the picture, so I got the picture because I'm in it. The iceberg.
Yes. She's like, for me, she's today's basket. But anyway,
Yes.
let's get going.
Let's get into it. Enough
Let's
about
get
us.
into
Let's
it.
talk about what you guys need and the information you need to move forward. Remember, we can only be your guides, your online guides. That's it. If you don't understand the solutions to what we're giving to you, or if you don't understand the solutions we are giving to you, right? Feel free to connect with us. Would gladly help you and sort your situation out for you so you can stay focused on exactly what you want to do. All right.
Hmm.
So what are we talking about today, Chef?
Yeah. So we're just talking again, guys. Come on, again. We're talking about consistency across all your
Oh,
platforms,
oh my gosh.
right?
Oh
I
my
know, I
gosh. Come
know.
on,
So
guys.
when
So
you're building your brand, right? And you have your business, it's established, being established, and you want to build an identity for yourself. You got to understand that identity has to cross barriers. It has to go from Facebook the same to Instagram the same to Twitter the same to TikTok the same to
yeah,
whatever it is the same.
can I add to your letterhead the same, to your envelope the same, to your t-shirts the same, to the silk screen on your van the same, even to the clothes you wear has to be the same. Consistency right across all
Okay.
elements.
One thing that I am very big on is saying that your brand is your brand experience more than it is
Yes.
your logo or the name or the color or anything else, right? So
Yes.
when I go on your Instagram page, that experience that I feel through your videos and your images, I have to feel that same experience going on your Facebook page, going on your TikTok. I have to understand that that business is you from right to left.
Well, we got to understand that you're serious, first of all. And we'll know you're serious when we start feeling that element of quality behind your consistency. Am I
Hmm.
correct?
Yep.
Don't have your logo in a JPEG and it's all distorted on, on your social media. It doesn't help. It doesn't make us want to reach out. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, chef. This one is a
Right.
disturbing conversation for me. This was
So to
disturbing.
build on what you're saying there in terms of the logo, your visual identity is huge. So
Huge.
if you're going to be using stars on circles in one, let's say it's in your logo, ensure that it's in every piece of your logo and make sure that it's everywhere that you put your logo. Um,
Make sure your logo is legible. It
yes,
has to be able to fit on anything and still have that clarity of the image. We're still supposed to see the star edges being as crisp as
right.
possible. We don't want to see pixelation. Please, no pix. Chef, take over because this one
Right.
gets me.
So it has to be legible. I have to be able to identify it from not necessarily the back of the room, but from anywhere I see it. I have to be able to say, oh, well, that is so and so.
Yeah, please don't broaden your logo and it's not legible and all these pixels. Like I swear it gets under my chef. Please take the mic from me. Go ahead, please.
Right.
Get
The
some.
next would be the fact that your tone of voice has to be the same. So that doesn't necessarily mean you speaking and your
No,
tone in that speaking. It
no.
means in how you're conveying your message. So is
Yes.
your message coming out loud and obnoxious? And if that's the case, that again is fine, but it has to come out loud and obnoxious on every platform. It can't then be cutesy on TikTok, loud and obnoxious on Twitter, and serious on Facebook. If you're going to be loud and obnoxious, be loud and obnoxious everywhere.
Everywhere. And you be loud and obnoxious.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. The next would be the messaging. So if your messaging is one way on one platform, allow it to be that on every platform. So, say for instance, your tagline is get out of here. You can't now say on the other
Get in
ones,
here. Please, guys, come on, stop
like
it. Stop it,
in a
please.
sense, I mean, you can, but let's not switch it up so much to where people can identify who you are.
You know what? Please, if you're gonna be Johnny's sausages, do not have your Instagram saying sausages from Johnny, okay? And then have a Google GMB saying fine sausages made by Johnny. Like it has to be
Across the
cohesive.
board,
Please,
correct.
please, just please, because
Correct.
you know why this irritates me. One time we went to go visit this company. We were doing their branding for them, and we did a research on them. And we got so confused because they had so much social media handles. We're like, okay, well, where do we gather this information?
Where do we
Where-
start?
So
Yeah.
now this is the worst part, guys. And I hope you're not doing this. Please just listen. I know it's long-winded, but bear with me. So we had to visit them now, and they had two GMB businesses. One of them had a wrong address. One of them had the right address. I guess which one we went to? The
The
wrong
wrong
address.
address. Yeah.
And you know what? Not only were we late, it was annoying because we're here to help you out of our heart and we're coming to you and we're 45 minutes away and we still had to come to you and conduct our meeting. And the thing is, we're not even doing business with you in that sense of purchasing from you, you know? So it's different for us. We'd have to suck it up because we want to do business with you. But think about your client now who says they want to visit you and your whole thing is inconsistent.
Inconsistent. Yep.
It puts a bad taste in people's mouths. This is why I'm not gonna talk no more, Chef. I still
No, that was well said. Absolutely right. It does put a bad taste in people's mouth and in your audience mouth because then in this instance, they had a lot of different everything everywhere.
everything,
Addresses
everything.
were different.
Oh,
The names of their business on the building was different.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You know why I'm laughing? You know I'm laughing because in explaining it to them, they couldn't get take their self out of their owner hat and get their self into their customer's shoes and understand the pain. We don't want to hunt for you. We want it easy. We want the consistency so we can get there. We don't want to be 45 minutes across from town trying to do business with you.
Right. Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
And a matter of fact, I feel like we've got our point across, and I don't want to talk about this anymore, Siobhan. No
No.
disrespect to anybody watching this. Please, your name, address, and your phone number. We call it the NAP in the digital department section. Our job, not her job. The digital marketing side, our job is to make sure your NAP is consistent right across online. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on any of these platforms, please promise me after you like and subscribe for put me through this. Right? But please, please promise me that you guys are gonna go to all your social medias. You're gonna look at your logos, you're gonna look at your name, you're gonna look at your address, you're gonna look at your mission, your descriptions, you're gonna look at everything and make sure it's cohesive. You're gonna go back
Across the
to
board.
Yellow Pages because you know they open a free account for you, and you're gonna take the old logo you used to have off, and you're gonna make sure the new logo is on. Okay, guys, like I'm not laughing at you. I swear, it's just you're not thinking to do this, and you don't want people telling you. So you guys trust us, and I'm telling you, just get that part done, please. That's the biggest part. Don't go out there and stimulate anybody and do ads or do anything before you make sure your nap is consistent across the board. Okay? I
What's the
just
NAP
had to
again?
add the name, your address, and your phone number. Listen, she's telling you on the branding side, this is a branding conversation. And I'm showing you how it affects the digital side because we're the ones who has to make sure everything is consistent right across the board. And a lot of you aren't hiring digital marketers, so you're doing it yourself. And you're forgetting where you register yourself. You're forgetting all these places. In the beginning, you're hype, doing all this registration. You're moving, you're expanding the business, but you're forgetting all of these spots you've registered on where it's not making people drive 45 minutes away.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was an
guys.
annoying day. That was an annoying day to say the least. And
So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in today. I'm sorry this one was just
hold on, one last thing. I just want to
okay.
say this one last
Siobhan's
thing.
got one
This
more
one
thing.
last thing. You had mentioned that this person that we went to see was not able to take off their business hat and put on their audience hat to see exactly the impact that was happening with their business.
Big deal, Siobhan.
I
Speak
was
on
just
it.
about to I was just
Big
about to
deal.
say,
Speak on it.
if you are a business owner, please take off the business hat once in a while. And if you are unable to take off the business hat, hire someone who will talk for your
For
audience.
your audience, somebody who will speak on behalf of your clients.
Correct.
This is why you need
Please.
the brand strategy. And matter of fact,
Correct.
you don't even need a lot of people are pushing the digital marketing on you, but then you're not understanding that digital marketing is part of branding. It's just there's a
The
level you
second
gotta
part.
right. You gotta cover the branding
You got to
first
cover the branding
before
first.
you get to the
Right.
digital marketing.
And
So
it's
don't
absolutely fine if you want to be able to wear that business hat all the time. That's your baby and I get it. However,
boss us around. Do that. If you want to run your
don't boss
company,
me around.
no, don't
Don't
boss us
boss me.
around.
We
But
will
you know
have
what I mean.
we'll have a communication.
Right,
We'll communicate on
right.
something. We'll work together.
Don't boss us
Where
around. It's
you
not gonna work.
where
But you know what I
where
mean.
your wear your business hat all you want, but understand that it's not your business alone. Like you're
Right,
selling it to someone. If it was
right.
your business and your services just for
Yes,
you, by all
yes.
means.
By all means. But you see, you need us around. If not us, you need a company like ours around to give you the guidance on the decisions you have to make. So a lot of you are making decisions from a place that you don't understand. You know what I mean? Like if you're a dentist, I'm not gonna and you told me I gotta take my back tooth out, I'm not gonna argue with you. You know, you're gonna show me x-rays, you're gonna give me reasons. I'm gonna be like, Doc, take it out. You know what I mean? Don't fight back when you're dealing with a digital marketer or a brand strategist, because what they're doing is they're talking on nuances you will never understand. It's hard to understand. It's hard to understand that typography can relate to people, it can create emotions. Colors create emotions. You know what I mean? When you bring these art together, and these art and this, say for instance, your website, and pulling the brand strategy over to the website. This website is delivering your mission statement without them reading your mission statement. This is why you need your branding and your digital marketing to
To
actually
connect.
write. But the thing is, they're not separated. It's all part of branding, and so people are confusing you. They're trying to separate the branding from the digital marketing and saying, "Hey, let's do some ads for you. I can get you clients, da 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 da." And then you get these clients, and they're not biting because there's no the you don't understand the branding part. What are you branding? What's
Mm-hmm.
your values? What's your mission? Who are you
Mm-hmm.
targeting? You're just randomly targeting people that are not your client. They're gonna come in and ask you for discounts. Is this what you want? Or are you gonna target exactly who you want, or sorry, who your company
Your
wants, who your
company,
company
your
wants to deal with,
business.
what makes sense for you in the next 10 years, right? So when you rely on yourself to do stuff like this, when you rely on your friends to do stuff like this, and you don't rely on the right companies, the people who
What do
actually
you mean
understand.
stuff like this?
If I explain what goes on behind the scenes, you'll just be confused, because the stuff that goes on to it is extensive. There's research. I've watched Siobhan on her branding side. We're not even talking digital, because I love what I do. It'll be tedious to her, but I love what I do. She loves what she does. You got to understand people. You got to understand these words that you're actually telling people, like the voice that you're okay, the voice that and the tone your company is planning to use are actually different type of words, romanticizing people when they hear it according to what they want to hear. So these things are put together for that target
For
audience
that.
to listen to, or to read, so they can actually there's like a magnet that pulls them into you. It passes their limbic brain. There's a lot going on there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Then when they see your website and they see the colors and they see the art, they can relate. They can relate to that mission statement. They can
Right.
relate to their problem.
And just throwing ads at it doesn't mean that it's working.
No, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
that it's working. You're gonna bring in people. You're always gonna bring in inquiries. I'm tired of inquiries. Give me a client that doesn't need engaging. And this is what digital marketing does. They go through a whole engagement system till they're ready to say, okay, I want to speak to somebody. And then you know what? Your phone rings, you get a text, somebody booked time with you, you get to your calendar, and you close the sale. This is what the digital marketing is supposed to do, but the digital marketing wouldn't know how to have that conversation if you
No.
don't get your branding together to tell us that conversation.
Conversation. Yep. Yep.
You
Yep.
know what
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
So this one, was this the one that I hated? This was the video I hated it, where people are inconsistent right across the board. It's
Yeah.
not that I hate it. It's just
No,
to
but
get
the thing,
people to understand, it takes a lot of energy from you
it does take a lot of
just to
energy
get them to
because
understand that part.
uh, and it kind of boils down to what we say all the time is that people get comfortable with thinking that a brand is just, the logo, just the colors, just the name, when it's more than that. I will say it a million times if I have to. Your brand is the experience. And if me going to your Facebook and then going to your Instagram, that experience is different, then I'm not going to want to experience it again.
Do you
If
ever hear
me
about? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
if me going to, in your example with that one client, if me going, you know trying to go to your brick and mortar takes me forever, I'm not going to want to come back. Plain and simple. It's a bad experience.
And on top of it, he didn't want to fix it. So I don't know what to say, man. Like, I don't know, man. Some of you, listen, I'm like this. If I'm gonna open a company, and the thing is, what you guys don't understand is your company can grow and outgrow you because it's alive. Once you realize your company is alive and you allow it to build its own entity by itself, and you keep yourself out the way, you notice the company knows how to gravitate to who it needs by itself. But you got to be able to gauge it. You got to be able to have the right people that can pay attention to what's happening, so you can actually make the right decisions for your company, right? So it's not just a sale. That doesn't mean you're going to be selling next year. It's
No.
relationships,
Yep.
longevity behind relationships, organic
Yep.
traffic, organic information, real information that can help. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I didn't really hate this topic. It's just, it disturbs me
It
that
gets under your
people,
skin.
right, you know what
Yeah.
is, you don't want to deal with a digital marketer, so you participate in what digital marketers do, but then you don't know how to keep up with what you've done before. You know what I mean? And then it puts your business in a bad place because
Yeah.
when
Oh,
somebody's
we
coming
have
online,
someone to do that. And it's like in-house, your nephew who just turned 25 and they just know, it's a bad thing. If you want to do that, do that. But then
but make him
don't
take courses,
downplay
invest in courses for that person.
don't
Straight up.
downplay the reality of what it is. Like you're never going to be a Costco if you don't have somebody in the back end saying, okay, this is what needs to happen, right? Okay, this is the next steps. And then taking that next steps to your internet guy or your digital marketer now, and then saying, okay, these are the next steps. This is what we were told. You know what I mean? So, hey, we were a little fired up, especially Nathan. He was a little fired up in this
Yeah.
video, and
Ah,
that's fine. We love to see some spirited action. But
yes.
we want to hear from you. If
Yeah.
you guys have any questions, please let us know down in the comments. Like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff.
Like and subscribe. Don't
Right?
forget to like and
And
subscribe.
don't forget to watch the next video. All
Please
right,
tune
guys.
into the next video. You can press it right there. It's probably on the bottom right there. You can hear us rant on another topic. But you know what, guys? Please take care of your business. It's for your family, or if you don't have a
Yep.
family, it's your future. You got to take it seriously, all right? Nate, CEO, Chef
And Chef
Stellar,
Stellar.
and we out.
Bye.